to another practice. We're starting today lying on our backs. So if we want to just come down and find that comfortable position. Legs might want to be fully extended, or maybe it feels good to rest soles of the feet together. Or if we notice a lot of tension in the lower back, a good option to explore is walking feet towards the long edges of the mat and let the knees come into touch. Hands are going to rest in the most comfortable position. And if it feels safe to do so, we'll invite the eyes to slowly close. Giving ourselves these first few moments as an opportunity to transition. A time for us to shift from the external world to the internal. Beginning to offer awareness to the natural breath. Observing and experiencing the expansion and contraction. The slight rise and fall of the belly and chest as we breathe in and out. Coming to know that this is yoga in its simplest form. This is breath connection, and it's the place that we return to again and again. We can allow this breath to be our anchor and our home through the practice, trusting that it guides and companions us. And just like our breath, we're going to quietly commit to breathe and take in all that we need. But let's also use this practice as an opportunity to exhale and release the things no longer serving us. This time is yours, and please use it as a place and space to honor and listen to your body and to experience the power of connecting to the breath. So if it feels good, we'll begin by lengthening fully onto the mat. Legs long with the toes even pointed. We can float the arms overhead. Maybe we're interlacing the fingers. Slowly drawing up through the sides of the body. One more inhale. And let's exhale, knees to chest, giving ourselves a hug. Lower back is resting on the mat. Toes reaching to the sky. If it feels good, just slowly drawing circles with the knees, or allow the body to just gently rock side to side. Circling around the opposite direction, gently massaging the lower back onto the mat. We'll find our way to stillness, letting our feet come down about hip distance apart, hands resting along the sides. We'll unclench the toes and begin to flow with our breath. As we inhale, let's lift the hips, take the weight into the heels, tuck chin to chest. And exhale, we're going to slowly lower back to the mat. Moving at our own pace, rise with the inhale, squeezing the inner thighs towards that midline. And exhale, slowly returning the body to the mat. Create ease through the jaw and softness to the face. So breathing fully, rolling shoulder blades under, option to walk the hands together and interlace the fingers. Let the toes unclench, gently stretch knuckles towards the heels, protecting the neck by guiding the chin towards the body. Take a moment here and breathe. One more inhale. We're going to release slowly on the exhale, taking our arms out wide into a T or cactus. Let the feet walk now just a little bit wider than hip distance apart. We'll take a nice deep breath in. And as we breathe out, guiding both knees to the left, take a moment here, breathing fully in this twist. If it's most comfortable, let the head fall heavy to the right. We can explore crossing left ankle over the right thigh, resting just above the knee. Noticing how that changes the experience through the IT band. Being mindful to notice the difference of a stretch versus a strain within that knee. If we're crossed, we'll hold, beginning to draw the head to center, and slowly we bring our right knee up, crossing the ankle over that thigh if we haven't already. So left ankle over the right thigh. Let's pick that right foot up and reach our hands for the right hamstring or shin. Feet are flexed, chin to chest. Very gently we're pressing that left knee away, holding the dynamic tension and breathing fully. One more inhale. Slowly release right foot to the mat as we exhale. We're now extending only right leg long onto the mat and the left knee is coming towards the chest. With the foot flexed, we'll gently rock the left knee side to side, or maybe it feels good to draw slow circles. We're massaging into the hip joint, circling the opposite direction if that honors the body. We'll come to stillness, taking our hands to the left hamstring and inviting the leg to reach high, maintaining a soft bend to the knee and creating any movement to the ankle that feels good. We're circling, exploring the opposite direction. We'll come to meet in a flexed position, micro bending the knee, focusing on lengthening on our inhale. And we'll invite thigh towards the belly as we exhale. Let the shoulders draw away from the ears. Nice deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we'll slowly bend the knee, placing left foot on the mat. And the right foot comes to meet it. We're a little bit wider than hip distance apart. Reconnecting lower back to the mat, feeling that slight engagement in the core. Let the arms open back into a T or bending the elbows to hold in cactus. Let's take a deep inhale. And on the exhale, invite knees over to the right. Settling into our twist, adjusting the head if that's most comfortable in the neck. Maintaining space between upper and lower teeth. And only if it's going to honor the body on this side are we taking our right ankle and crossing the left thigh, resting just above the knee. No expectation that it needs to be the same here. We're going to keep the ankle crossed if we took the option. The head will draw to center. Slowly drawing the left knee up, crossing the right ankle over left thigh if we aren't already there. Let's lift up the left foot and reach our hands for the left hamstring or shin. Lower back remains on the mat. Feet are flexed, chin to chest. Let's take a nice deep breath in. And as we breathe out, just feeling those shoulders soften from the ears, actively drawing left knee towards the chest. One more inhale. Releasing slowly on the exhale. Left foot to the mat and then extending the left leg long. Right knee is coming in towards the body. With our foot flexed, we'll create some movement to the right hip by rocking the knee side to side. Or if it feels good, gently drawing circles. Incorporating breath to be part of our experience, a slow and steady rhythm. We'll circle around the opposite direction. Coming to stillness, taking our hands to the right hamstring and the leg will extend up. Protecting the knee with a soft micro bend and any movement we can make for our ankle. So we might be drawing circles with the toes or simply flexing and pointing. We'll circle the opposite direction as long as that's going to honor the body. Come to stillness with the foot flexed. Soften the knee. And as we inhale, let's think about that right heel pressing up towards the ceiling. And on our exhale, we invite the thigh a little closer to the body. Let that chin come towards the chest, elongating the neck, keeping the throat open and the breath full. One more inhale, and as we exhale, bending the right knee, lengthening right leg long, meeting the left, giving our legs a gentle shake, and we'll come to stillness with the toes pointed, let the arms float overhead, taking a moment once again for a full body stretch, lengthening on the inhale, draw up through the sides, and let the knees come towards the chest as we exhale, giving ourselves that hug and beginning to rock gently side to side. And then just when we feel ready, we're going to roll over to a side that is most comfortable. And we'll come to meet in a tabletop position. So we're meeting on hands and knees. And we'll begin by just finding our neutral position. So here we have our knees under our hips, our wrists are under our shoulders, and the elbows gently rotate towards the midline. Option for our palms to be flat on the mat, or if it feels good, creating fists for wrists. Take the time to notice what's going to honor the body, tending to any areas that feel tense or tight. And with our elbows rotated in and a soft gaze, let's flow with the breath. So on the inhale, let's invite our bellies towards the mat as we lift chin and chest up. Using the exhale to round spine towards the ceiling, chin to chest. Finding a rhythm that's nourishing to the body. On the inhale, we lower, lifting up the chin and chest. And exhale, we round up, drawing the chin in. Taking this time to truly savor the experience of flexion and extension. Opportunity to flow through one more round, if that's honoring you and your practice. And then once we're ready, we're going to meet back in that strong neutral position, elbows tucked in towards the midline. We just walk our hands a little bit closer to the top of the mat, palms flat and fingers spread wide. Let's explore continuing with the breath. So as we inhale, we're going to draw the body forward to a kneeling plank. Elbows tuck in, and let's exhale slowly, belly, chest, and chin to the mat. Let the glutes soften. Inhale, lifting the chin and chest away. And exhale, let's press hips to heels, coming into our child's pose. Take a moment and notice. We have the opportunity to hold here and breathe, or if it felt good, to flow with the breath. Let's continue. So on an inhale, we come up and forward. We're in a kneeling plank. Our elbows are in, and we exhale slowly, elbows grazing the body as we come to the mat. Inhale, we rise. Chin and chest are away, and exhale, we'll press hips to heels, child's pose. If that feels good, we'll move through one more just at our own pace. And when we're ready, we'll meet in our child's pose. Hips to heels, let the knees widen if that feels good on the lower back. And our arms will extend in front. And we can even explore walking both hands over to the left side. Right fingertips can reach a little further, or that right hand is coming directly on top. Let's press down, lengthening the spine on our inhale. And the head falls heavy between the biceps as we exhale. Experiencing that space we've created within the right side body. We're going to inhale up, walking our hands through center, and exhale, coming over to our right side. Left fingertips reaching a little further, or that left hand directly on top. Once we've settled in, let's create length through the spine on our inhale, keeping that length, and exhale slowly, head and chest drawing towards the mat. Letting that be a guide and not a destination. We're coming to our edge and simply experience the space we've created within the side body. Gently rise. We'll walk through center, resting our hands shoulder distance apart and our fingers spread wide. Let's tuck our knees back in if we chose to go wide. Press those palms down, lifting the hips as we inhale, curling toes under. Exhale, let's take downward facing dog. With our soft gaze towards the knees or toes, we can gently pedal the feet, walking the dog, or keep those heels drawing towards the earth and invite the hips to slowly sway out side to side. Actively rotating elbows to the midline, inviting chest towards the thighs, coming back to the breath. We're going to find our way to stillness with just a soft bend to the knees. If we can, let's gently walk our feet towards our hands and eventually coming to the top of the mat in a forward fold. Soften the knees, unclench the toes. Maybe it feels good for us to gently sway in a ragdoll where the arms can be long or we can hold gently to our opposite elbows. Being curious to what is here and present in the back of the body. We'll find our way to center and stillness, fingertips on or towards the mat. And once again, flowing with that natural breath. So on an inhale, we come halfway up, hands towards the shins, and exhale, fully folding back to the mat. Inhale, we rise. We're going to come up to standing, taking our palms together, and exhale, bend the knees, come to chair pose. Inhale, we rise, lengthen, and exhale, we swan dive, hinging forward from our hips. Inhale, halfway, creating a flat back, and exhale, we fully fold. Inhale, we rise, coming up to standing, taking the palms together, and exhale, lowering to chair. Opportunity for one more round. Lengthen on the inhale, hinge forward from the hips as we exhale. Coming halfway up as we breathe in, releasing to the mat as we breathe out. Inhale, we rise, palms are together. Exhale, bend the knees, chair pose. Inhale, we rise, arms overhead. Take the left hand to the right wrist. And exhale, leaning to the left. Softening the elbows, invite those shoulders to draw behind the ears. Relaxing the jaw, let's drop to center. On an inhale, switching the grip, and exhale, leaning to the right. Take the time to draw the shoulders back. Feel the heart expand open and forward. On an inhale, let's come to center. Exhale, release the arms. We're swan diving all the way down. Fingertips coming to the mat, bend the knees as much as we need to, with our right foot stepping back and lowering the knee. Hands are coming to hips, or we extend our arms overhead, thumbs pointing behind. Soften the gaze, find a focal point in front. Let's lengthen as we inhale. Deepen the lunge, even slightly, as we exhale. Let the shoulders soften, the jaw unclench. Gently guide those shoulder blades together to create an expansion in the heart center. As we inhale, we're going to come off our lunge slightly, and exhale, expand the arms out into a T where the palms are facing forward. From here, we'll lengthen on our inhale. We're going to twist to the left as we exhale. So we have our right fingertips reaching forward. Soften the gaze, come back to the breath, and only if it feels good are we dropping left hand to that back leg, and the right arm will reach to the sky, palm is facing you. Soft elbows, relaxed jaw. Let's keep a full breath. One more inhale. Let's come forward on the exhale, hands to the mat and frame the foot. We're going to shift the weight so our left leg is straight and the toes are high. Looking to the top of the mat, let's lengthen on an inhale. Soften the elbows, come to fold as we exhale. We're lifting our gaze, slowly returning to a low lunge position, placing right hand firmly under the shoulder, fingers spread wide, actively hugging that left knee to the body. Let's inhale our left arm up, and exhale, draw the shoulders down, away from the ears. We do have the option in this posture to lift up that back knee, so just curl the toes under. Actively send energy through the back heel to even out the workload in the body. But let's remember that there's nothing to prove, so we're not forcing. We're finding what feels good and what's enough. If we chose to go high with that back knee, we'll slowly draw it back to the mat. Together, opening that top arm a little further as we inhale. Left hand to left thigh on our exhale. Let's walk the left foot a little closer towards the long edge. Being guided by our breath here, we're going to press the left knee away as we inhale, softening the shoulders. And exhale, replanting the foot, draw the knee in. Inhale, we press away, we're creating space. And exhale, we're drawing in. Just noticing how this movement feels within the hip and the glute. Gently offering dynamic tension between the left hand and thigh. On this next inhale, we'll press the knee away, and as long as it's honoring the body, we're going to hold here and breathe. Adjust the gaze slightly, looking towards the left knee or just beyond the left shoulder. We're softly pressing in. On an inhale, we'll draw the head and chest to center. Exhale, replant the left foot and the left hand. So we have our hands about shoulder distance apart. We are going to come to a plank position from here. So option to curl the back toes, lifting the knee, and step the left foot back to meet the right. If we're planking from our knees, let's keep that right knee to the mat and slowly bring the left knee in. Knees under hips. We'll walk our hands forward slightly, drawing the body. So we have our shoulders over our wrists and our elbows tucked in towards the midline. creating a nice long line of energy through the back of the body, engaging our core. We'll take one more inhale and exhale slowly, belly, chest, and chin to the mat. Let the glutes relax. Let's inhale and lift, chin and chest away, curling the toes under, and exhale to our downward facing dog. Taking a moment in this posture to check in, to reconnect to the breath, and incorporate any movement that's necessary for the body to feel well. We'll come to stillness. As we soften our knees, we're drawing our eyes towards the top of the mat. And it's yogi's choice if we walk, step, or jump to the top, meeting back in our forward fold. And at the top of the mat, let's move with the breath. Inhale, halfway up, creating a flat back. And exhale, we fully fold. Inhale, we rise. Let's come to standing, taking our palms together. Exhale, bend the knees. Let's meet in chair pose. We're now going to hold. So we'll unclench the toes, take the weight into the heels, and we do have the option to let our arms extend in front. Palms facing, shoulders softening. Just thinking about that tailbone. Feel it draw towards the mat. Lift the heart forward. Invite those hands back towards the body. As we inhale, we're going to rise, arms high. Maybe press the hips forward slightly for a back bend. And then exhale, swan dive all the way down. With fingertips to the mat, our left foot will step back, and we're going to lower the knee. From here, hands to hips or arms extend. If we're overhead, palms are facing. Soften the gaze, lengthening as we inhale. Explore deepening the lunge even slightly as we exhale. Offer a bend into the elbows. Let's maintain space between shoulders and ears. On this next inhale, we come off the bend slightly and exhale, open the arms wide into a T where the thumbs are pointing up. Strong core here. Let's lengthen on our inhale, and we're going to twist to the right on our exhale. So we now have our left fingertips reaching forward. Find a focal point for the gaze, and only if it honors us do we take that right hand to the left leg, and now the left arm will extend high. Palm has turned to face you. One more inhale. Slowly bring hands to the mat as we exhale, framing the foot. We shift our weight back, right leg is straight and the toes are high. Gazing forward, lengthening on our inhale. Soft bend to the elbows as we exhale. Inviting that chest to slowly fold over the thigh, but allowing that to be a guide and certainly not a destination. Lifting our eyes, we look forward, taking our time to walk back into a low lunge position, creating our anchor with the left hand directly under the shoulder, fingers spread wide. Keep hugging knee towards the chest. Let's inhale our right arm high. And exhale, let the shoulders soften from the ears. We're actively bringing that right knee towards the body, keeping our front toes unclenched. Recalling that we have the option to power up the back leg, but no expectation that we need to. Let that tongue just come away from the roof of the mouth. Breath is flowing freely in and out of the body. If we went high with that back leg, gently lower knee to the mat. One more inhale, we open that top arm, and exhale, right hand coming to right thigh. Let's walk our right foot a little closer to the long edge of the mat. And if we can, we're moving with breath here, pressing the knee away as we inhale. Roll onto that pinky toe and exhale, replant the foot, drawing the knee in. Inhale, we're moving away from the body. And as we exhale, we're bringing the knee back towards. This is a new side and a new experience, certainly modifying as we need to. And on this next inhale, if it feels good, pressing the knee away and we'll hold. Letting our shoulders soften, adjusting our gaze towards the right or looking just beyond our right shoulder. With an inhale, let's bring head and chest to center. Exhale, replant the right foot and the right hand. Once again, we'll find our way into a variation of plank, either from toes or knees. Our wrists are under shoulders, our elbows rotate to the midline. One more full, deep breath. Let's take one more inhale. Tuck those elbows in and exhale slowly. Belly, chest, and chin to the mat. Inhale, we rise, lifting our chin and chest away. And exhale, we press hips to heels, meeting in child's pose. Widen the knees, explore the arm variation that feels good, where we wrap around the sides. Maybe create fists, stacking those fists to rest the forehead. Time to slow the breath, to slow the mind, bringing awareness back into our physical bodies. Slowly, we'll place our hands under shoulders, beginning to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Shifting our feet to one side, we'll come to seated, taking a moment to lengthen our legs long, toes stretching up to the sky, maybe removing flesh from sit bones, helping us to ground firmly into the mat. Let's sit nice and tall. If we can, we'll inhale the arms high, and exhale, we hinge forward from the hips. Let the hands come down to rest along the shins, the ankles, or peace fingers can be around the big toes. Holding that soft gaze towards the toes, let's lift the chest slightly on this inhale. Take a deeper bend of the elbows on our exhale. Fold forward from the hips. Spine is long, breath is full. Offer ease to the jaw and openness to the throat. Lifting our gaze, slowly we roll up, releasing our hands. We're going to bring that left knee towards the chest. And if we can, we'll cross our left foot over that right leg. Our right hand or elbow is hugging the knee, and the left arm is behind us. Lengthening as we inhale, we're going to twist to the left as we exhale. Crown of the head actively moving up to the sky. Soften the gaze. And we'll take one more full breath. Using this next inhale to draw the head and chest to center. Exhale to release our arms down along our sides. If we have that foot crossed, we'll explore just letting our left knee drop in the direction of the right. If we have our foot to the inside edge, we'll place our left knee out. Sole of the foot is resting against the inner edge of that right thigh. Resting our hands to either side of that right leg. Feet are in a flexed position, creating length on our inhale. Slowly we're going to lower, hinging from hips as we exhale. Let the hands walk away from the body. Just enough that we're feeling the sensation through the right side, but discerning a stretch and a strain. We'll start to lift our gaze. Gently, we're going to roll up. Bring that left knee up. We can uncross the leg and extend out. Just giving our legs that shake, creating length within the spine. And we're now going to draw our right knee in. Option to cross the foot if it's honoring us. Left hand or elbow is hugging this knee. We're taking our right arm behind. Let's lengthen on our inhale, sit bones still grounding to the mat, and exhale, we twist. Notice if we can create more space between the upper and lower teeth. Settle the gaze. Slow the mind. One more full breath here. Feel that expansion of the inhale, followed by the contraction of the exhale. We'll now inhale to bring head and chest to center. Exhale to release our hands. And if it's available, we're bringing our right knee in the direction of the left. Foot is still crossed. Or we bring our foot to the inside edge of the thigh. Knee is out. Feet are flexed. This protects the knees. Hands coming to frame our left leg. Create length on the inhale. Looking towards those left toes. Let's hinge forward on our exhale. We look forward, gently we roll up. Starting with the right knee coming towards the chest, we'll uncross the foot if we need to, and take our right leg out onto an angle, and doing the same with the left. So we're now meeting in a seated straddle. Toes are up, sit bones still, firmly connected to the mat. We can just rest our hands in front. Lengthening as we inhale, press out through the heels, and exhale, walking hands away from the body. Lift the chest slightly on an inhale. We can use this exhale to explore deepening the fold. Bending the knees a little deeper if it's needed, protecting the joints at all times. We're going to keep our legs in this position and just lifting the chest slightly. We're going to walk hands over to the right leg. Let the hands frame. Deep breath in to lengthen. As we breathe out, we hinge forward into that right hip. Right hand can remain on the floor, or we can take our peace fingers around the big toe if it's available. And we'll use this inhale to send our left arm high. Exhale, left fingertips come to rest behind the ear. Let the shoulder blades draw together. Heart is spiraling open towards the sky. Create ease to the jaw, pausing here. One more inhale, turning chest to right thigh as we exhale. Both hands to the inside of the right leg. We'll come to center, and then all the way over to the left, hands framing the leg. Lengthening as we inhale, folding forward on our exhale. Ground that left hand, or place the peace fingers of the left hand around the big toe. Inhale, we'll take our right arm high. And exhale, right fingertips behind the ear. Keep pressing out through the heels. Invite the toes towards the sky. Draw that right elbow slowly to stretch behind. Breathing and noticing the experience within this posture. Modifying as we need to. One more inhale. Turn chest to left thigh as we exhale. Both hands to the inside of that left leg. Let's walk back to center. Hands rest softly, shoulder distance apart. One more time, we lift on an inhale. We're going to hinge forward as we exhale. Toes up to the sky, soften the knees. Just a few breaths. We'll start to look forward, beginning to walk our hands back towards the body. Slowly walking the feet in, planting them down onto the mat. And we're going to prepare to lower onto our backs. So hands can rest softly on the legs, or we can remain free. Gazing forward, we come down one vertebrae at a time. And as we arrive onto our backs, just taking a moment with the feet planted, maybe extend the arms wide to a T or cactus, and let the knees slowly rock side to side, just like the windshield wipers of a car, pausing wherever it feels good or necessary. Just when we're ready, we're going to meet back at center. And if it's going to be comfortable to do so, we'll explore a variation of legs up the wall. So if we have a block or a cushion available, we'll lift our hips and just slide that block or cushion under to rest the sacrum. Or we can create a triangle with our index and our thumbs. And we're going to bring that triangle just under the sacrum, adjusting as we need to, finding the necessary support, chin to chest. And from here, we can let our legs lift, reaching to the sky. Maybe we gently flex and point the toes, further tucking chin to chest, elongating the back of the body. Taking this posture as an opportunity to rest the heart. Allow the gravity to reverse blood flow, preparing our bodies for the final relaxation. So if it feels safe to do so, let the eyes slowly close or at least soften, tuning back into the breath, observing with immense curiosity the sensations that are present. What's calling for your attention and what's needing your care. Take a few more deep breaths. And just very gently, we can start to bend our knees towards the body, eventually letting the feet reconnect to the mat, removing our hands or the block or the cushion. And it's now time to take our body to the most comfortable position that we can. So it might be legs long, soles of the feet can rest together, or let the knees walk towards the long edges of the mat. Or walk the feet towards the long edges, knees come to touch. And arms can rest softly along our sides. Or maybe we take one hand to belly, the other hand to the heart, connecting to the rhythm of our own core, the breath and the heartbeat. And if we haven't done so already, we'll gently invite our eyes to close, quietly welcoming ourselves into Shavasana. Entering into the space of stillness, taking on a posture of surrender. Surrendering the body so it softens onto the mat. Surrendering the mind, encouraging it to pause. There's no need to solve, fix, or judge in this particular moment. A surrender of the heart to very gently opening ourselves to these final moments of our practice, trusting that we will receive all that we need and will be willing to let go of the things that are no longer serving us. Take refuge in the silence. Trust the simplicity. Just notice And with the eyes still closed, just very easily and gently begin to escort awareness back to the physical body, noticing that contact and connection you have to the mat. We can slowly wiggle out the toes and the fingers, rotate the wrists and the ankles. Let the head gently drop shoulder to shoulder, incorporating some slow movement, supporting the body to reawaken gradually from the yogic sleep. And if it would feel good, we'll take time to bring our bodies back to that full stretch, where the legs are long, toes are pointed. We bring our arms gently overhead. One more inhale, and knees come to chest as we exhale. Taking a moment to rock gently side to side. And just when it feels safe and we're ready to do so, we're going to roll to a side that is most comfortable and very easily and gently bring ourselves to a comfortable seated posture. And if we can, the eyes will stay closed, or we can hold a soft gaze towards the mat. So just as we come into this seated posture, we'll take a hand placement that honors us, resting softly in the lap, or maybe palms draw together at the heart center in a posture of gratitude. Take a moment to acknowledge the contact we have to the mat through our sit bones. Feeling that inhale create length in the spine, and the exhale to soften our shoulders. Ending our practice, stepping back into the world, hopefully feeling a little stronger, a little more open, and a little more aligned. I would like to thank you for sharing your practice with me. Please know that the light and love in me truly honors the light and love in you. Namaste.